drive past Windsor Jewelers these days, you might notice a little vibration, like something's going on in there. And you'd be right. At Windsor, we just turned 50, and we're celebrating for a whole year. Welcome to our golden anniversary edition of Windsor Jewelers Today. For the next 30 minutes, we'll be reminding you of all the dazzling reasons we've become Aiken Augusta's go-to place when it has to be really special. And to help us do that, here's your guide and host, Anna Christina.
Hi, and welcome. I have so much to show you, but always with the thought that there's nothing like pulling off Washington Road, stepping inside Windsor, and seeing for yourself. We're always impatient to show you the very latest from designer David Yurman. But have you ever wondered how it all got started? Let's discover both, where it all began in New York City.
Lines of beauty in their purest form. This is the story of David Yurman's sculpted cable. The design embodies the majesty of the S-curve. Based on what's known as a divine proportion, the concept of godlike aesthetic perfection, S-curves have long been considered the most beautiful shape in the world. Used for centuries in architecture, design, and art, inspired by nature, galaxies, waves, our DNA, and the DNA of David Yurman jewelry. The story began in the late 70s in New York. David, a young sculptor, and his wife, Sybil, a painter, were part of the radical downtown art scene where history was being made. In his Tribeca studio, David masterfully tamed 50 feet of wire into the first bracelet he made for Sybil, the height of a 5-story building around her wrist. And she wasn't the only woman who loved it.
And this woman said, "Where did you get that?" And I said, "Oh, he made it."
And Sybil took it off. He said, "You'll make more."
And together they did. It was the start of a beautiful love story and artistic collaboration that started a movement. A new icon of American designer jewelry was born, and so was a new Yurman, Evan. Through the decades, the movement gained momentum. Evan followed in the path his parents had sculpted. He reimagined the classic design with his own unique point of view for a new generation of free spirits. Like me, Asa Gonzalez. Hi. Evan sculpted waves and contours. The lines evolved, but those beautiful S-curves remain. Sculpted cable. Sculpt your own path.
Breitling. Since 1884, Breitling has set the standard for timing as far as chronographs and such. The best air watch ever made as far as if you were a pilot. If you had a Breitling, you had the top line. And chronographs, you can do your air to sea speed, you can do your fuel consumption, rates of descent, all sorts of things. But they're also robust, very, very well made. And I have actually been to the factory in Switzerland with Breitling, and you would not believe the amount of passion these people put into their product.
When it's finally your time for a world-class timepiece, Breitling is here waiting for you, along with a who's who of other great Swiss watch brands. I'm Anna Christina. Glad you're along for Windsor's 50-year celebration on Windsor Jewelers Today. Here in the 2020s, among the more than 7,000 rings in-house we can show you, stackable rings remain hot. And we've asked our own Melanie Clark to show you why.
Here at Windsor Jewelers, we have a broad selection fitting any kind of personal style, any kind of aesthetic for your bridal jewelry or the celebration stacks that we sell here. We carry 14 karat yellow gold, 18 karat yellow gold, white gold, and platinum, so they can accommodate all sorts of preferences in your metal color. And I also like to talk about an offering that we do called bridge pieces, which is a two-tone. We've got the white gold and the yellow gold, or white metal and yellow metal, to then create a broad range of options within your jewelry wardrobe to create versatility for everyday wear, something you're feeling a little more special and you want to do a little more fancy. We also have all sorts of options within that realm. So if you're wanting to just do your entry set with the proposal, the engagement ring, this is made in two tones. So it's got the yellow gold and then it's got the platinum head. And it's got these sweet little details that are really kind of hidden, but you've got a simple ring you start with. And then you can just mix and match forever, honestly. It can celebrate different times in your life, anniversaries, the birth of a new child, everything in between. If you feel like just a just because present too. We could definitely fill that need as well. With so many choices here at Windsor Fine Jewelers, if Windsor doesn't have it, then no one does.
Tag Heuer, another great name in timekeeping here at Windsor. And when are we here for you? We're open 10 each morning until 7 each evening, 6 days a week. And after November 1st, Sunday afternoons too, here on Washington Road in Augusta. Up next, why Windsor is Aiken Augusta's go-to diamond place when Windsor Jewelers Today continues.
Be the one thing
that can change everything.
The one thing that can change everything. Be bold.
Be authentic. Be brilliant.
Be brilliant.
Be the unexpected.
The beauty.
The beauty.
The beauty. Be an open heart.
An open heart.
A first step.
A comfort. A force.
Be true. Be nurturing.
Be open-minded.
Be understanding.
Be connected to what matters.
Be
selfless.
Be limitless.
Be the laughter.
The laughter.
The laughter.
In a world where you can be anything.
Be love.
Be love.
Be love.
Be love.
My love is your love.
Pandora.
Windsor Fine Jewelers, where green box moments become green box lifetimes.
Had you thought about pearls? You'll love all we can show you here at Windsor. Here on Windsor Jewelers Today, we're celebrating our 50th birthday, realizing that some of our very first customers in 1975 are celebrating their 50th too. Wow, congratulations, we'd love to hear from you. And that brings us, logically, to diamonds, and the fact that no store for miles around can show you more than 10,000 diamonds, but Windsor can. Here's Windsor manager Michael Zipman.
You know, we have the luxury of a large staff. Our staff ranges in age from in their 20s to much older than we'd like to admit. So we have a lot of variety of people that you can feel comfortable with. So that would be step one. Step two is we're interested in what you're looking for, not what we have to sell. So we're going to spend a little bit of time talking with you about what you're looking for, what style, what shape, what budget. We have thousands of rings and thousands of diamonds, and that's the starting point, just showing you what you need to see to get to the conclusion of that perfect ring. So it's not just whatever anybody has and whatever the price is. We spend a lot of time looking at the diamonds, getting the pricing, and making sure that we're competitive with anybody in town, anybody out of town, online, we're happy to try and compete. We've been building a reputation in Augusta for 50 years. 1975 is when this business started. And as much effort as we put into it, as the staff we have, the inventory we have, the green box is as iconic as anything that somebody might want. And I think that's part of it also.
Tissot, Swiss made since 1853. They're actually our oldest watch brand we carry. They have been around since the beginning of the 1850s. They do an amazing job in the hundreds range rather than the thousands. We can give you a dress watch, we can give you a sport watch. We have ladies' watches with diamond pieces, all under $1,000. And quality-wise, they're absolutely fantastic. So I would tell you, value-wise, you get a lot for your dollar with a Tissot.
We're guilty pleasuring Windsor's two amazing floors of stunning things to wear on Windsor Jewelers today. Glad you can join us. I'm Anna Christina with a reminder that we have an e-commerce website, windsorfinejewelers.com. Yes, you can see it and purchase it right there on our site. Meanwhile, Windsor's been right here in Augusta's National Hills since 1975. And of course, you've been with us for a lot of that. Along the way, we've kept a photo album, and this is the year we get to share it with you. John Hardy, the beautiful best of Bali you can wear, and we have a huge collection of John Hardy right here at Windsor. By the way, have you joined us on Facebook yet? Just search Windsor Fine Jewelers on Facebook and we're right there. Got a green box moment you're dying to share? Do it on Instagram or TikTok or on Pinterest. We'd love to see your photo. Just type in Windsor Fine Jewelers, all one word, lowercase. As Windsor Jewelers Today continues, what's it like to make a career here at Windsor? Our own Spencer Gillens gives us a peek behind the showcases.
When you come in here and you've been to other jewelry stores, there's nothing like it. When it comes to who Windsor is, it's the brand. This brand has been built for, 40, 50 years, if not a little bit longer. You know what to expect when you walk in. There's trust there. You trust the brand as soon as you walk in. And you trust the brand, you trust the people when you walk through the door and they greet you. Here's what I can assure you. As soon as you walk into Windsor, you will get the best service possible. We have knowledgeable staff We have the best merchandise, and you won't be disappointed.
Designer Roberto Coin has his own special section here in Windsor's first floor showroom. That's right, we're 2 floors tall, and over the past few years, we've nearly doubled our showcase space. If you haven't yet, you really need to see this. I'm Anna Christina, and as our 50th birthday celebration continues, our Pandora store-in-store on the 2nd floor continues to welcome fresh, innovative pieces every month of the year. Here's just a sampling.
Luminox is our newest child, and they're worn by SWAT teams throughout the world, special forces teams throughout the world. They have tritium gas tubes inside. Instead of a superluminova, the gas tubes don't need sunlight. You can put it in a drawer for 25 years, pull it out, and it's still going bright because it's using tritium gas. Also, for as lightweight as they are, they're exceptionally tough. You can get a lot out of your Luminox.
The Chevron Collection by David Yurman.
The David Yurman people are very selective about who carries their brand. So if you as a store qualify, it's like making a top 10 in America list. You at home would be right to be proud that your nearby Windsor Fine Jewelers is one of them. And financing, that's easy. With approved credit, Windsor can offer you terms of up to 5 years or interest-free 6 or 12-month plans. Now, always a stunner, whether you're dressing down or dressing up, are pearls. And no one knows pearls better than Windsor's own Phil Powell.
Well, at Windsor we have 3 major types of pearls. You have a koya, which is the saltwater pearl in the cold waters off the coast of Japan. And you have South Sea pearls in the warm waters of South Pacific. And then you've got freshwater pearls. And women is synonymous with weddings, anniversaries, Mother's Day. It's definitely the perfect gift for those occasions, but don't let it limit you to that. You can wear pearls on any occasion with any wardrobe. Our freshwater pearls start off at around $200, and you can go all the way up to some of our golden South Sea, which is the rarest. It can be several $1,000s. But we can find the price point that you need for the occasion you have coming up. We're seeing more and more people wear pearls because they are fit into just about any occasion.
This is Lemoore Crisp Cut, and you know those engagement rings that you see that are so big?
Yeah.
And Lemoore Crisp Cut, if you take a 1 carat Lemoore Crisp Cut and a 1 carat just standard emerald cut and put them side by side, the Lemoore Crisp Cut will actually look 45% larger. So if you want that bigger, bolder look, this is definitely.
Can you say that again? Lemoore?
Lemoore
Crisp Cut.
Yeah, it's a fabulous, fabulous idea.
It's breathtaking.
When you're here, ask to be shown Christopher Designs by name. You'll be amazed. I should mention that Windsor has 2 in-house watch specialists. So even if your timepiece just needs routine maintenance or maybe has a bigger issue, let them have a look. Where? Right here on Washington Road, inside Aiken Augusta's Windsor Fine Jewelers. Thanks for being with us as we at Windsor celebrate 50 years of being at your service. Meanwhile, here in showroom number 1, the Hot Design House, Gabriel & Company has its own store-in-store, and here are a few reasons why.
Tag Heuer. Since 1950, they've been the official watch of Formula One racing. When you look at Tag Heuer, you'll see TAG are capital, and Heuer has a capital, and the rest small letters. That's because Tag Heuer became Tag Heuer in 1984. Technique, avant-garde, and Heuer Watch Company came together. They're the only company out there that does 1/1000th of a second timing. Their aim is to give you the most technically advanced watch they possibly can.
When Windsor says it's a full-service jewelry center, what does that mean? Well, jewelry repair for one. Got a problem with a favorite piece? Windsor has multiple jewelers on hand that can make it look like new again. And that goes for a ring prong that could use a re-tip. Or to really bring it back, a re-dipping. Maybe a Windsor gift needs the added touch of an engraved symbol or message. Your favorite pearls could use a fresh restringing. Or, if it can be safely done, a family heirloom restored. At Aiken Augusta's Windsor Fine Jewelers, we can do it. When was the last time you had your pieces appraised? Do you have a problem with a timepiece? We have 2 watch specialists in-house. Can Windsor custom design a jewelry piece for you? Yes. And as we've always done, we buy jewelry you may not be wearing anymore. Simply all the know-how behind the oh wow. The incomparable array of jewelry services at Windsor Fine Jewelers.
That's why we're Aiken Augusta's full-service jewelry supercenter. We do it all. If you're thinking of stopping by, it may help to know we open at 10 a.m. 6 days a week and go all the way to 7 each evening. And after November 1st, we're open Sunday afternoons too. We hope you'll come by. Here at Windsor Fine Jewelers, you'll find color everywhere you look, and not just from our designers. Here's Michael Zipman to show you.
Well, at Windsor Jewelers, we have a colored gemstone collection as vast as any other collection that we have in the store. We've got ruby, sapphire, emerald. We have more unusual gemstones like Paraiba tourmaline. We also have blue topaz, garnet, all of them across the board. Whatever price range you want to spend, hundreds of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars, we either have it or we can get it. We source from all over the world, and we're ready to help in whatever way we can.
This is Windsor Jewelers Today, our way of bringing Aiken Augusta's jewelry legend right to the video device of your choosing. Hi, I'm Anna Christina. For the past 25 minutes, we've invited you to see all of this for yourself here on Washington Road across from the Augusta National. But thanks to our e-commerce Windsor website, you can do it all from wherever you are.
Imagine yourself looking at pages and pages of beautiful engagement rings, anniversary bands, and different gifts we have in store. Whether you're shopping for engagement rings, anniversaries, birthday gifts, Windsor has it all. You can shop from the comfort of your home using our live chat on windsorfinejewelers.com. You can shop different collections like Roberta Coin, Gabriel Coe, Christopher Design, and Henry Dawsey. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Windsor Fine Jewelers. If you've recently gotten an engagement ring, definitely send your pictures in on Instagram so we can congratulate you on there. Shop with us on our e-commerce website, windsorfinejewelers.com, where the doors never close.
Aiken Augusta's Windsor Fine Jewelers, where everywhere you turn, you'll find the most celebrated artistry, the most dedicated commitment to your satisfaction, and that statement gift that says you came to this extraordinary place to honor an extraordinary someone. All just an easy drive from where you are right now. And if you're celebrating a 50th that began in our 1975 store, we really do want to hear from you. Mostly, thank you for 50 great years. And here's to 50 more from all of us at Windsor Fine Jewelers.